he's not sprawling. As soon as I get on the inside with my hands, I can just practice my shot, whatever shot I want. So all we're trying to do is hand fight, hand fight, hand fight, hand fight, move around, find your entries, whatever that may look like. If you're not really familiar with any wrestling takedowns, you can just move them, just grab a leg. That's it, just grab a leg. Sound good?
Andrew, do we defend at all or just?
You're defending by hand fighting. So you're trying to keep a good stance, you're coming in, but as soon as he starts to enter, I'm not sprawling, I'm not cross-facing, I'm not down blocking. 1, 2, 3. You can get connection to behind their knees, right? Could be two hands, could be one hand, but this time we're gonna change it up. So I can either get behind Mike's knee, or if I go and Mike bends down a little bit here, I can start to get his hands to the floor, okay? So those are my two ways of winning the game. Both people are trying to do it. We're trying to discourage us from like shooting our shots like this, because that's gonna put us in a bad position. We'll get our hands on the mat. So now if we're both going, we're both looking to hand fight, connect behind the knee. Maybe I take a bad shot. Mike puts his hands, my hands on the mat, and he wins, okay? Sound good? 2 minutes of this. 1, 2, 3. Just to keep your foot off the mat as long as you can. Mike's only job is to free his leg and let his foot hit the mat, okay? As a person holding the leg, I'm always trying to move Mike around so he doesn't have time to base out and get comfortable and put weight on his right leg. And for Mike, he's trying to stabilize position, control my head, get that foot on the ground, whatever that looks like, okay? So you're just holding that leg and moving your partner around, backward, forward, side, diagonal, anything you can do. 1 minute each. 1, 2, 3. Guys, next up, we're gonna start with this leg connected, and now we're trying to get our partner's hips to the mat or their hands on the floor, right? So I can run the pike, finish a single leg. I can hike the leg up, sweep the foot. If I feel like I'm losing the leg, I can come behind. We're still going until I either get Mike on the ground or Mike's able to break my hand connection and spin into me, okay? So now we're trying to take the next step and finish that takedown. Guys, this is a hard drill for both people, right? So what I'm seeing a lot, the defending people are messing with the attackers' heads. Here, we're not gonna finish our single leg anymore. So we're not just taking this and accepting it when they start to like compromise our position. We gotta like grit our teeth and fight back and get that head back into position and make things easier for us, right? This is gonna be really hard, but it's just 1 minute of work. Sound good? 1, 2, 3. Make mistakes and just get taken down trying to like figure out how to get out, right? So I want people to like actively be trying to get out of here. I'm gonna move around Mike's head. I'm gonna try to point my knee to the ground and kick out. What we don't want is I'm not just gonna be like, okay, I'm not getting taken down here. I'm not getting taken down here. I'm not getting taken down here. Because Mike's eventually gonna take me down and you just wasted a minute of just hopping around. So just try to get away. If Mike finishes the takedown, no big deal. That's great. He figured out a way to take me down. So good? One more time. 1, 2, 3. Or Toriano on us on the outside. Right, we want to frame, stop them from coming in, have our foot as a placeholder, scoop the leg, get our head there. If you want to keep drilling that, that's totally fine, but this is just another option. So if a person has gotten around, maybe they've put their hand on your knee, like because they're trying to get into the camping position, this is a perfect time to start attacking the Choi bar. It's a little late for me to like be able to find the inside space and frame, but what I can do is I can get a nice strong grip, like a grappling hook over his tricep and an elbow flare on his wrist, okay? I'm trying to rotate his shoulder forward and almost apply like Kimura pressure with my arm. Sometimes I'll have my left hand here as a frame just to protect me, and I like to shoot my leg out here on the outside. I like to have my foot here just because if Mike postures up, that gives me access to his leg so I can enter the K guard and we can start playing that technique we were doing yesterday. Or last week, excuse me. But here, it's really important that I'm thinking about bringing the back of his shoulder or the back of his tricep to my body, right? I need his shoulder rotated high to make it as hard as possible for him to posture up. I have my foot on the hip as a counter frame, so I'm extending him. I'm kind of like pulling him straight here with his body. It's gonna make it very hard for him to pull out, insert his hips, fight my foot off. Now I'm going to get my leg, and we're going to chop behind his head because we're going to get his head as low as possible, bringing all of his weight as forward as possible here. When we're ready, we can pummel our leg over into the armpit. We're going to scoop the arm, and we're going to look for a finish, okay? So when we're here, it's really important that we just don't come here and try to like attack arm lock immediately because his arm is free. We want to keep his shoulder rotated like this. All right, maybe, yeah, come on this side, everybody, like this. So I want to keep his elbow flared towards my body here, okay? We're going to pinch our knees together. We're going to continue to back heel on the armpit, and then we're just going to extend our hips for the finish, okay? So one more time. We'll come across the body. They're like going for that camping position. We're going to get a nice grip so our hand is above the elbow and our elbow is below the elbow. That's going to allow us to twist his arm. If we want, we can do like a two-handed grip too. That's nice, but I like to have a hand here just to protect me from him crashing all his weight on me. Once we get that twist, we can plant our foot on the hip here. We can continue to break the posture, bring the head over, then we're going to pummel the arm or the leg to the inside. When we're ready, we can just pinch our knees. If you want, you can now bring your foot to the inside, finish the arm lock. Pretty simple. The tricky part is getting that bend in the elbow in the very beginning here. This is everything. It's going to take a little bit of practice. Do this part a few times where your elbow's kind of bumping the wrist, your hand is bumping the tricep, and you're flaring like this. You see how my shoulder is like almost covering his wrist, so it becomes hard for him to limp arm out. If we're lazy with this elbow, when we come here, Mike's just going to be able to pull out. Yeah, exactly. So time, here, here, break the posture, climb the leg over the armpit, pinch our knees, finish. We'll finish. Sound good? 1, 2, 3. Is wrapped over the tricep, and the elbow is flaring at the wrist. So that when I go like this, you see how it's like almost kimuraing him? That is super important, okay? Then we want to break his posture in a way where we can connect his elbow to our chest. Once his elbow's at our chest, you see how it's like pointed and his hand is flared like this? He's like his shoulders internally rotated here. We're not gonna let this go. If we get lazy and we let the arm like straighten out and we get in this weird shoulder crunch position, we lose everything here. They're gonna like spit out. So we're flaring, pinching the knee to our chest, and we're getting here, okay? I just want everybody to get used to this. So one more time. Timur comes across, he cuts, we frame if we want to. We get this grip, we bring the elbow in, and we rotate his shoulder. After we rotate his shoulder, we chop the head, and we connect the arm to our belly here, and we're just staying like this, stripping out to the side a little bit. Once we're here, we stop, and then we do it again. Let's do that a few times. 1, 2, 3. Oversimplified is I want the back of my arm, so his tricep, connected to the front of my body, okay? Nothing happens if we don't have this connection here with their wrist flared. A lot of what I'm seeing where people get stuck is the arm gets straightened or it's too far away from the body. All I'm thinking about is bend the arm, connect the tricep to my stomach, okay? That's it. And now once the tricep is connected to my stomach and this arm is bent, we are not losing this position until we're actually finishing the arm lock. If at any point we lose this sort of connection on the wrist and the arm can go straight, Mike's going to be able to whip out of here with a limp arm here. Go ahead and just do it. That's why we need something blocking here and creating the bend on the arm to finish the arm lock. So when it comes to actually finishing the arm lock, we want to be on our side. If we're flat on our hip here, this gives Mike an opportunity. Well, one, it makes it much harder to connect his tricep to my body, but it also lets him pull out. But if I'm here, it's much easier for me to get my leg into the armpit, right? So we went from killing this posture to tucking our leg into the armpit and back heeling. We're back heeling to keep his head as far away from his hip as possible. Because Mike's going to try to curl up into a ball. He's going to try to posture up. So we want to be on top of him, back heeling strong. Then we can, I like this handshake grip. Then we can connect to his hand, pinch our knees, and finish the arm bar. It's just a regular arm bar. If Mike did like a back roll right now, or a forward roll, it's just an arm bar. Good. So one more time. Let's just start here like this. Get our connection to the tricep, get our elbow bumping the wrist. A good way to practice this is just, if Mike's hand's on my knee, I can just go, that's it. Just do this like a few times. Connect his tricep to our arm, our chest, excuse me. Kill the posture, or if we don't have to, we can pummel our leg in, pinch our knees, shake his hand, finish on. Okay, let's give that a shot. 1, 2, 3. Arm lock. It's just gonna make it way stronger and way tighter. If it's here, we can still break it, like hips over here like this, and we're pinching our knees. It's a very strong finish. It's like the same thing if you're doing a regular arm lock, if you're on your back. It's like if his thumb is like facing this way, I can break it this way. It's just gonna take a lot longer, and it's not gonna be in the direction of my hips. But if I have it in the direction of my hips, it's a way faster finish, right? So, just the last thing to think about here is, after we've connected the tricep to our arm and we've pummeled the leg over, we can like think about like looking down and facing down and extending here like that. So try not to finish it like this, basically. All right, guys, we're gonna do some rounds and then go into open mat. 1, 2, 3.